Hi there. The content of the agricultural package. So let's first say, what is the agricultural package? It is a concept. It is not one thing. And it may change. And let me show you what I mean. 2,000 years ago, we have here behind me a terrace. I hope you can see it. Right? This terrace is between 2,000 to 3,000 years old. It is in Israel. And at the time, it was the high tech of the days. And maybe they used to grow here on the terrace some wheat, of course olives, like I have here behind me. This is an olive tree, if you can see it. Right now it's the fruiting season. Harvest time, and let's see if I can find one. Yeah, okay, here is an olive, so you can see this is the time of the year. So that was the high tech, and they used to work here probably with donkeys, maybe horses, maybe with some metal machinery, and they got some know-how. Not all of it, by the way, came from Israel. Probably the metal, the knowledge did not come from Israel. Maybe even the tools came from outside. The olives, not originated in Israel. Wheat is. The terrace, no, not necessarily. Maybe came from somewhere else. So, but what we see here, that they were able to gather all this know-how and innovation, techniques, and varieties, crops, and so on, and to have a very, very successful agriculture. So the agricultural package is something that includes everything, end to end. Now, it may be like 2,000 years ago, and in some places around the world, this is still the case today. As you see it behind me, maybe even less advanced. So this is one kind of a package. Now today, there are packages that are far more advanced. And this is what mostly interesting us. Now, what we want, when I'm talking about Africa, about Asia, about countries with a lot of agriculture, but is less developed, we want the most advanced. We don't want just to take them from 3,000 years ago to 2,000 years ago. It's not good enough. That was good enough 2,000 years ago. But now we want to get something that is the top, as we know it today. And today, well, you know what? First of all, we need the best varieties anywhere in the world. Maybe the varieties should be local. We need science. We need universities. No one had universities thousands of years ago. You couldn't get on the internet and get the latest or the most recent know-how. You couldn't have conferences like we have today, that you just get on a plane and you go somewhere and you know exactly what is the best today. You couldn't export so easily as it is done today. And by doing this, to increase your income. So today, the agricultural package includes many more things that makes it far more complicated than 2,000 years ago. What we see here, the ancient agriculture. If we want to advance, it's not enough that we have just one thing. For example, if those farmers just had the terrace, but without the seeds, without the plants, without the know-how of how to use a terrace, and so on, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't do much good for them. So everything has to be there. And we have also another thing to keep in our mind, that most of the things It was true in the past, it is true today, will come from the outside, not from within our country. And if we limit ourselves, like India is saying, only India, the African says, only Africa, and so on, this is really stupid, guys. Really stupid. Actually, what you want is to jump far ahead and say, this is what I have today. Now, what else do I need? And if all I have is just land, okay, let's see. What else do I need? And get everything else. If all I have is good minds and good weather or whatever, and Israel, by the way, let me show you around. Well, it is nearly a desert, if you can see. Not much rain. Not too many people. Okay? So, you can't say that we have everything. But you know what? We have great agriculture. And whenever needed, the Israeli agricultural package always know, okay, either we develop it with extremely strong R&D, or we look outside and we get it. Even if we need to buy it, to borrow it, to get other experts and so on. That's the way it is. It is the same, by the way, in every industry in the world. If you want to have the best industry of cars, of course you have to get things from the outside. And any country, including today, no matter if it is America or China or Korea, that has a car industry, continuously have to import know-how, technology, and everything. And if it is food industry, the same again. And if it is communication, IT, cell phones, whatever we do, it's always coming from the outside constantly. And if you don't know how to do it, in no time you are going to be left behind. So if it is true for all industries in the world, it is true for agriculture. Agriculture is no exception. So this is about the agricultural package and its content, which is everything, including from the very beginning, the know-how, the seeds, the land, the soil, the laboratories, the universities, the labor, the market, the marketing, the branding, everything is there, and much more. Bye-bye.